Set in a fictional galaxy ruled by the imperialistic Motherworld, whose military, the Imperium, threatens a farming colony on the moon of Velt, Korra, a former Imperium soldier, ventures on a quest to recruit warriors from across the galaxy to make a stand against the Imperium before they return to Velt. When I first heard about Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, I was excited. Zack Snyder, the director known for his visually stunning films, was embarking on a new space opera. As the first installment in the Rebel Moon film series, I had high hopes for an epic adventure. Unfortunately, what I got was a mixed bag of visually impressive but narratively disappointing content. There are some undeniable strengths in Rebel Moon. First and foremost, Snyder's visual prowess is on full display. The film's cinematography is stunning with the grandiose space battles, beautifully crafted planets, and intricate costume designs. The special effects are top-notch, making the Galactic Empire's ships and Korra's home planet come to life in breathtaking detail. The cast, led by talented actors, also delivers commendable performances. The chemistry between Korra and the pilot is engaging, and there are moments of genuine emotion and tension. The action sequences are well choreographed, providing the adrenaline rush expected from a space opera. Snyder's ability to create visually arresting scenes remains unparalleled, and there are moments in Rebel Moon that are truly awe-inspiring. However, the film's shortcomings are numerous and glaring. The most significant issue is the lack of a cohesive and compelling narrative. The story feels like a patchwork of disconnected side quests rather than a well-structured plot. For the first half hour, nothing significant happens. It's just a series of fleeting moments and exposition-heavy scenes. There's no clear direction, making it hard to stay invested. Snyder's obsession with mythology and backstory often detracts from the main plot. The film is filled with references to past events and future possibilities, but these elements lack context and relevance to the present narrative. For instance, the backstory about the Galactic Empire, the rebellion, and Korra's royal lineage is hinted at but never fully explored. These intriguing elements are left hanging, making them feel like empty promises rather than integral parts of the story. Moreover, the film's pacing is problematic. The story drags in many places and there's a noticeable lack of urgency. Important plot points are glossed over while unnecessary side plots take up too much screen time. This disjointed storytelling makes the movie feel longer than it is, and by the end, it feels like we achieved very little despite all the action. Despite its visual splendor, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, ultimately fails to deliver a satisfying experience. The narrative is shallow and derivative, borrowing heavily from other sci-fi franchises like Star Wars without adding anything new or innovative. The characters, though well acted, are underdeveloped and lacking depth, making it hard to connect with them on a meaningful level. Snyder's tendency to cram in too many elements without giving them proper development leads to a cluttered and unfocused film. There are too many cool ideas thrown in for the sake of it, resulting in a lack of substance. The movie feels like a collection of random, disjointed events rather than a coherent story. This approach not only confuses the audience, but also diminishes the impact of potentially powerful moments. Furthermore, Snyder's self-indulgence is evident throughout the film. He tries to do too much, taking on multiple roles as director, writer, producer, and even cinematographer. This overreach results in a lack of editorial control and coherence. The film's grand ambitions are undermined by its inability to tell a clear and compelling story. In conclusion, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire is a prime example of wasted potential. Despite its visual brilliance and talented cast, the film is weighed down by a weak narrative, poor pacing and Snyder's over-ambitious approach. As a fan of Zack Snyder, it's disheartening to see his talent squandered in such a manner. For all its grandeur, Rebel Moon is ultimately a disappointing and forgettable addition to the space opera genre. That's my opinion on Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. Do you agree with my thoughts? What are your thoughts on the film? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
What did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this